girls in my area code.
On national TV and just said that black people are prone to criminality. I want to be able to respond to that, okay?
Well, they are.
That black people are prone to criminality.
What does this say?
I know.
Dark skin, light skin, medium tones.
Moi, je suis désolé, ça m'est arrivé à plusieurs reprises. J'ai dit, ouais, à dire au mort, t'es jolie pour une Renault.
Pumping braids got mini afros.
And thank God that we're different than the United States. And we don't have the systemic, deep roots they have had for years.
Hips got hips, some of us don't.
There's no systemic discrimination. There's no system in Quebec of discrimination.
Living life on a tightrope. Living life on a cable wire that seems to go on forever. Living life only being able to see what's right in front of you. Living life not knowing what happens if you fall into the dark abyss under you. Living life fearful. Living life for everyone except you. A dark room that seems to go on forever. A room full of all kinds of people on their own wires, all kinds of people that are trying to get to the end of their cable wire. Depending on what you look like, your cable wire is different. It's stronger or weaker, it's wider or thinner, it's lower or higher. There are more obstacles in front of you. More things that bring you to a halt. But it's the moment when you realize that really hurts. The moment when you look to your right and left and realize someone's cable wire is wider. Or that theirs is lower so that the fall would be less painful and easier to recover from. But you can't question it. Or when you do, you're told that you're crazy and all your people are the same. As if they don't see the difference between our cable wires, or maybe they turn a blind eye. Because they love their cable wires and don't want it to be taken from them. They don't mind our suffering, or maybe they just can't comprehend it. Or maybe they don't care enough to. Or maybe I play the race card too much. But how is that true? If Toronto's black population is 8.1%, yet the percentage of black people being carded at random is 24.1%, why are we 20 times more likely to be shot dead by police? I ask myself why a lot, but don't you too? I mean, how couldn't you? There's so many things that don't make any sense. Why is my skin color considered ugly? Why are black children associating their skin color with being criminal and menaces to society?
Which doll is the bad doll? Which doll is the ugly doll? Why is that doll ugly?
Because he's black.
Why do I feel like I don't matter? After I ask why, I get back on my tightrope, head up, eye straight. I try to tell myself, or they tell me. As I see people who look like me continue to fall off their own. It hurts to keep walking, but there's nothing I can do because if I stop, I'm afraid I'll fall too. I stare at them as they fall underneath. And I start to feel as if I can't breathe.
Am I allowed to look at her like that? Could it be wrong when she's just so nice to look at? And she smells like lemongrass and sleep. She tastes like apple juice and peach. Oh, you would find her in a Polaroid picture. And she means everything to me. Oh, I'd never tell. No, I'd never say a word. And though it aches, but it feels oddly good to hurt. And she smells like lemongrass and sleep. She tastes like apple juice and peach. Oh, you would find her in a Polaroid picture. And she means everything to me. Oh, 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 oh. And I'll be okay admiring from afar, 'cause even when she's next to me, we could not be more far apart. And she tastes like birthday cake and story time and fall. But to her, I taste of nothing at all. And she smells like lemongrass and sleep. She tastes like apple juice and peach.
But even then, I was one of the lucky ones.
Oh, you would find her in a Polaroid picture. And she means everything to me. Yes, she means everything to me. He means everything to me. Life is a back and forth between feeling like we are everything and feeling like we are nothing. In life, we interact with other people through our shared languages, cultures, and traditions. It is because of these continuous interactions that our actions matter. People often say that you don't need to mind the small things. They say you can just brush them off, forget about them, and continue on with life as if they never happened. But what those people don't know is that the small things do matter. Any one of us can have an impact on the grid, small or large. As the recent pandemic showed us, we are only as strong as the weakest person on the grid. Humanity evolves through the shared interactions we all have together, and that is how, collectively, we are all able to make an impact on the big ecosystem. You really never do know to what extent your actions and words could impact someone else's life. Being kind doesn't need to be a grand gesture. Remember that no matter how big or small, random acts of kindness help spread good in the world.
They think they know me all so well, but behind this mask, I secretly dwell. I hide my thoughts, my feelings too. I hide so well from all of you. I hide behind an empty screen. I'm different inside, not what I seem.
I'd go to church every Sunday, but teenage love still took my virgin skin. And the night after my first time I cried, 'cause I thought heaven wouldn't let me in. Meanwhile the priestess got a boyfriend, and lots of teachers smoke weed after school. When you're young they try to keep you in the cages, but most of them don't follow their own rules. Spend your whole life being graded, being told you're not enough, being told go find the one and sit and wait for death to come. But I don't want, I need to talk to God. There's things I just don't understand. Like who am I when no one's in the room? Who am I when no one's in the room? Does the voice in my head that talks me off the ledge belong to me, or does it come from the clouds? Who am I when no one's in the room? Go to school and get a good job, just to work your life away and pay your debts. And even those who live their dreams out cry, 'cause all that glitters ain't what you expect. Sometimes I don't wanna sing no more, slit my throat and take my music back from evil men. They could put my body in the ocean, so I could die wearing a smile and maybe find peace again. Spent my whole life being graded, being told I'm not enough, being told go find the one and sit and wait for death to come. But I don't want, I need to talk to God. There's things I just don't understand. Like who am I when no one's in the room? Does the voice in my head that talks me off the ledge belong to me, or does it come from the clouds? Who am I when no one's in the room? Vices only pacify for the moment. Vices that they made to hold our pain. Vices only pacify for the moment. Vices that they made to hold our pain. Spend your whole life being graded, being told you're not enough, being told go find the one and sit and wait for death to come, but I don't want. I need to talk to God. There's things I just don't understand.
Like, who am I when no one's in the room? Who am I when no one's in the room? Does the voice in my head that talks me off the ledge belong to me, or does it come from the clouds? Who am I when no one's in the room? Who am I when no one's in the room? When I look in the mirror, I can see myself again. It's the me that I was back at 5 years old, before I was lied to and before I was told to watch what I eat. We'd identify less with what divides us apart. Have we all forgotten deep down we're the same? No one ever once taught me how to see within. We look through a filter, a distorted mask. Let the tears of the pain clear the fog from the glass. Labels aren't written in permanent ink. They're societal makeup you can wash down the sink. I'm the love. I'm the spirit. The me that's beneath. Who I really am is more than skin deep. The mirror will start reflecting more of the truth. The light from within is making me glow. When I look in the mirror, I can see myself again.
Since when did I grow up so fast? Meri dolly toran di wari vi aa gayi. Just yesterday I was playing with the kids. ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਉਂਗਲੀ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਸੜਕ ਟੱਪਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਡੈਡੀ ਜੀ. Now you're the one giving me away. ਆ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਹਾਲਾਤ ਹੋ ਗਏ? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਡੀ ਧੱਕਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਏ. Since when did I grow up so fast? ਹਜੇ ਕੱਲ ਮੇਰੀਆਂ ਕੁੱਤਾ ਗੁੰਡਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ. ਮਾਂ, ਮੇਰੀ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਮਾਂ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਾਲਿਆ, ਵੱਡੀ ਕੀਤਾ. You used to hold me against your chest every time I was hurt, wiping each tear that fell down my cheek. ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਦੀ ਧੀ ਬਣਾ ਦੇਣਾ. Now you're the one giving me away. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਚੁੰਨੀ ਚੜਾ ਦੇਣੀ. Since when did I grow up so fast? ਹਜੇ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਚੱਕੀ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਸੀ. ਭੈਣੇ, ਤੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਸਮਝ ਲਾ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਭੇਜਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ. ਤੂੰ ਵੀ ਚੁੱਪ ਬੈਠੀ ਆ. Now you're the one giving me away. ਬਸ ਲਾਤੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਮਹਿੰਦੀ. Since when did I grow up so fast? ਹਜੇ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਗਿੱਧਾ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ. ਬੇਬੇ ਤੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਛਤਰਾ ਤੋਂ ਬਚਾਉਂਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ now you're the one giving me away ਉਹੀ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਗਾਨਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਹੱਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਫੜਾਤਾ since when did I grow up so fast ਚੇਤਾ ਭੁਲਾਤਾ ਹਜੇ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਰਾਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਾਤਾਂ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਵੀਰੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਰੱਬ ਸਮਝਿਆ ਸੀ ਤੂੰ ਵੀ ਪਾਸੇ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ now you're the one giving me away ਚਾੜਤੀਆਂ ਗੂੜੇ ਰੰਗ ਦੀਆਂ ਚੂੜੀਆਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਬਾਹ ਤੇ since when did I grow up so fast ਹਜੇ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਲੁਕਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਖੇਲਦੇ ਸੀ I had dreams, but now you're giving me away. I'm only 15, but I'm dismayed at the thought of living this life. It'll be a divine experience, they tell me. I laugh. Divine? This is happening without my consent. My livelihood is getting snatched from me. My whole existence is to please a man, to look impressive in bed, to satisfy their needs, whether mine are met or not. But it's divine, right? Doesn't matter what I want. At least that's what we're taught. What is this world that I'm born into? Can't girls just go out to accomplish their dreams? Or is it just men who deserve that right? Cook and clean. Don't want anyone to see you lacking. Keep your shoulders back and your head straight. Do what he says, or you'll be punished in ways you can't imagine. A woman is a powerful blessing straight from God's hands. She has scars on her bodies that showcase the gift of life, yet she is defined as an object who has nor feelings or voice.
Feel it, Daniel. The attitude is
It's
not
supposed to
with
be
you.
a happy day, though.
What
So
attitude is that?
stop saying which attitude.
She didn't have a perfect home or a perfect life.
There's an attitude. There's a presence, and you
All she ever wanted was an escape.
There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls, and window sills, tables and chairs warmed by all of the dust. This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place where I feel at home.
Moments of her life began to flood her mind. Moments of happiness and sadness. She began to wonder to herself, was this the best way to forget? Was this the best way for an escape?
And now it's time to leave.
And there she was, regretting one click of a button.
There is a tree as old as me. Branches were sold by the color of green. The ground had rose and past its knees. body is a cage that keeps me from dancing with the one I love, but my mind holds the key. My body is a cage that keeps me from dancing with the one I love, but my mind holds the key. I'm standing on the stage of fear and self-doubt. It's a hollow play, but they'll clap anyway. My body is a cage that keeps me from dancing with the one I love, but my mind holds the key. You're standing next to me. My mind holds the key. I'm living in an age that calls darkness light. Though my language is dead, still the shapes fill my head. I'm living in an age whose name I don't know. Though the fear keeps me moving, still my heart beats so slow. My body is a cage that keeps me from dancing with the one I love, but my mind holds the key. You're standing next to me. My mind holds the key. My body is a
Who do you think you are? You honestly thought I wouldn't realize? When I think of you, I imagine of times I tried to forget, memories that hurt me and the ones I always regret. I've tried to deal with you for years and years. You used to give me raised cheeks, now you give me tears. You don't even give me tears anymore, you give me close to nothing. You used to be something, now I see that something wasn't anything. Everything was light blue with color, and you turn it gray. I thought you cared about me, but you threw me away. We were good together. I'll admit we had good times. You made me smile and made me laugh. We had good times. Now because of your existence, those good times are bad rhymes in the sense that you constantly repeat them and never get better. All you care about is yourself. You're always the center of attention, and it has to be in front of everyone. Your jokes are unfunny and you always try acting dumb because you thinking being someone different is going to change how people see you. They think you're better than you actually are. But I know who you are. We've known each other for a while, and I'll admit we've been distant, but there's been sometimes, days at a time, you felt non-existent. I've been persistent. I can admit that. Look, I'm trying to get you to change, and you never listen. It's like you don't even realize how much I need your vision, your ideas, your meaning. You put it all away. All of your friends want to help you, but you're leading them astray. You're feeding them lies when you say you're okay. You're feeding them lies when you say you're okay. I wake up every morning haunted by your presence. You ruined my childhood and you'll destroy my adolescence. All I wanted was for you to be you. You never listened. Rather be popular than true. You don't, and I've never realized how much you subdue yourself. And sometimes I don't even know if you're listening to what I'm saying. You're just a sick, pathetic, unchangeable mistake. And so am I. Even if I wanted to. What would it matter? I just get sadder and sadder and sadder and sadder. That I only care about myself because I feel no one cares about me. I can say I'm okay, but I'm hurting because I'm losing my reality. I hate me the most because you're not a full person. You surround yourself with exciting things while your mind continues to worsen and you did nothing about it. And you never will. Nothing changes about you because you hate yourself too much to do any change. You exchanged feeling unwell to acting it. Look where you are now, me. I am a question without an answer. I am a half-erased book. I'm an empty space. I'm the well-done steak no one wants. No one wants me. No one. They might have wanted me, but it's over. Over. And so am I. My eyes are open, but my mind is black. There's so much to improve, so much that I lack. I don't think I can make it. My mind is hurting me. The hurt gets stronger. It's binding me. It's blinding me, finding me and reminding me, confining my mind to a small room while I walk freely. I can't know what to do or think or feel. At this point, the pain's so strong, I don't think I can heal. I don't want this to be the end, but I know it's coming. I can't handle myself. So I'll just be nothing. I'll eat and drink and smile at my mom. Will anyone notice if the something is gone? Well, this is it. I'm almost done. I've had some color. I had some fun. It's now all gray. Silent and dead. Absolutely nothing. No blue or red. It's black. Just black. The color is gone. And so am I. Here's to my final. Hello?
Daniel?
Daniel.
No. How's the weather? Hello?
Daniel.
Goodbye. Today was great. You're a great friend. Nothing.
Daniel.
Yes. No. Hello?
Daniel.
Today was great. Goodbye.
Daniel.
That reminds me.
Daniel?
No.
Daniel.
Hello? Nothing.
Daniel.
Nothing.
Daniel.
Goodbye.
Daniel.
Yes. Hello?
Daniel.
I'm okay. Today was great. Have a nice day.
Daniel.
No. Goodbye. Nothing. Nothing. Hello? Goodbye. That reminds me. How's the weather?
Daniel.
No!
Daniel.
Have a nice day. You're a great friend.
Daniel.
Goodbye. I'm sorry.
Daniel.
I'm okay.
Daniel.
Daniel. Hello? Daniel. Have a great day. Daniel. Reminds me. Daniel. Nothing! Daniel.
You're not an empty space.
You have a meaning. Something.
At least for me.
At least for me.
At least for me.
At least for them. And maybe one day. For me.
I don't know what these feelings are, but I know I can't contain them or forget them. When I think of her, it all seems right, and maybe I'm losing my mind. All I know is I have to hide. I can't love her. I can't. Every movie I see, every book I read, the only way to love is to love a man. Girl meets boy, girl and boy fall in love, girl and boy live happily ever after. That's what I've always heard. That's all we've ever learned. So I guess this boy will do. His hair's all right, he has a bit of a slouch. His jokes make me laugh, but his gaze doesn't make my heart skip a beat. I'm sure I could love him. I'm sure. But he's just not the same. I can't get her out of my head. The way her hair bounces, the way her dogs squeak, the mole on her cheekbone, or the perfectly imperfect smile. My mind says this boy will do, but in my heart, I know this isn't true. Wouldn't it be easier if I could just find a love like this in the stories I read? Why must the girl always fall for the boy? Because not every girl wants the knight in shining armor. Some of them want the damsel. Why are the girls who love other girls, the boys who love other boys, destined to a life on the sidelines? Why are we always the side character? Don't we deserve more than 11 books on a shelf? How's it fair that I'm erased for something I don't get to choose? How is it fair that queer people have to fight to be seen? Don't you understand that I didn't ask to be this way? The narrative you sell makes us feel like freaks. Your books make us feel like aliens on our own planet. They force us into lives we don't want to live. I would do anything to fit into your narrative. What would you do if I took away the stories about you? I would do anything to read a book about a girl who loves another girl, but that's near impossible to find. So what am I left with? Doubt? Insecurity? Fear. Fear that if I don't match your story, I will be left by the wayside. If I'm not like the girls on the silver screen, then how am I supposed to find love? Who could love me? How can I be myself when no one's ever shown me? I stay sheltered in your tale. I am protected by this veil. If I leave the safety net your narrative provides me, how many friends will I lose? How many times will I watch a movie, read a book that covers a fraction of who I am? A one-note side character isn't queer representation. It's pandering. How long until the Hollywood bigwigs realize that? I'm tired of pretending. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of pretending I want to be with this boy. I'm sick of hiding behind this heteronormative veil. I've been stuck in character for too long, but you're going to try to tell me that I'm wrong? Even if I am the side character, I will come out from behind the curtain, and I will speak my mind. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to force myself into your story. Every day that passes, I fall for her a little more, and I'm not going to do anything to stop it, because for the first time in my life, I feel complete. Even if I don't fit into your novel, I will continue to fall in love with her. Even if to you, I'm nothing more than a side character.
I don't even know why I'm writing this. I actually do know why I am. It's for my family. Or at least I thought it was. The jobs I was getting weren't good enough for just me and her. And with him coming on the way, I needed a different solution. The way they looked at me, like I was a god giving them purpose, when in reality they were my purpose and one I could not abandon. I knew what I had to do. I needed to focus and go higher so that their future would not go ablaze like false hope in a fire. So that one day, even when I'm gone, they can look up and hear my voice and say, Dad was not a liar. But for every prospect of the future I had, the present rang like a bell inside my mind, filling me with doubt. My family did not understand what I was going through. My pain. Disagreements turned to arguments, which turned to silence. My eyes went wide, seeing my future slip past my hands. All that work for nothing. In time, I learned to step back and look past the window to a place I'd never been before. Throughout my life, I have experienced beauty. I lived through the hardships that make beauty shine even brighter. And while it continued to shine, I was unaware of its presence. Its bright light dimmed by each passing day, and without notice, it was gone. I was gone, along with it. Its warmth kept me stable, it kept me strong. Without it, I kept driving myself into the ground in hopes of finding something better, but the farther I went, the darker it became. I needed to get out of the hole I dug for myself. I needed to experience the warmth around me again. I wanted to continue to experience the warmth before it was gone. To rekindle the spark, I needed to patch the hole I dug. Each time I tried, it felt like I was being pulled closer and closer towards the abyss. My eyes went black and all I could see was a downward spiral. For a long time, I thought that's all I would ever see. But warmth brought me closer. It brought me closer to what I wanted to become. Someone who is worthy of being praised by warmth again. I worked harder, and I feel like one day I could be able to stand with them again. The ones who taught me warmth and showed me beauty.
Only my parents know about my depression because my aunt would start to worry and my nanny would just cry and pray. Only my parents know about my depression because it's hard enough telling my mom. She's the only reason I want to stay. Only my parents know about my depression because even my dad doesn't understand why I lie on the floor in the dark for 12 hours of the day. Only my parents know about my depression because in this day and age, people take opening up as desperation for attention and not a cry for help. Only my parents know about my depression because people just don't understand that these aren't feelings. It's an overbearing weight that I'm just too tired to carry. Only my parents know about my depression because honestly, it's just really hard to explain. Only my parents know about my depression because it's not like anyone can take away the pain.
Is all you know. When thought is not below us, no can go up, and that iron ground. Clear, all too soft for sound. Bed is hardly shown. Scraped across the phone. Like they stole it. And oh, how they hold it. Clear, we nearly forfeit. I'm growing like the quickening hills. I'm telling darkness from lines on you. Over havens for a falling swollen Morris, your habitat. Already living alone, where the ass snap in the whole class alone. Home, we're savage high. Come, we finally cry. Oh, and we done it because it's right.
It's okay, monkey. You just need to take it one day at a time.
Even when I'm experiencing the good moments, my mind reminds me of the sound of gunshots. The gunshots loud and terrifying, the screams of many horrifying, keeps me up at night, unable to think, function, react to these thoughts. And no matter how much I try, the memories remain undying. Seems like it was another life. Like it was a different person, a different time to be alive. But I keep reliving it, even though I survive. Perhaps it's in my head, unable to accept that things are new. Stop remembering the sorrow. Yet sometimes I panic when looking back to the days where no one could guarantee their tomorrow. The scariest thing I ever had to encounter wasn't a ghost or a big scary monster. It was the reflection I saw as I looked in the mirror. The moment I had to face all the dark parts I tried so hard to erase. Yet, as I looked a bit closely at the eyes staring back at me, I realized they were still there, untouched and unfazed, waiting for the day to be let out of their cage. Another day has gone. My mind keeps holding on. Sour memories of what that has been, but all this pondering will drive me insane. She will not come back again, but my heart continues to bleed like a wounded dog. While the scars deepen in my heart, I struggle to live. I'll give you this misery I breathe. I'd rather take all your pains, and I still feel the same.
Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It's just raining. Everybody's in the place. And don't you know it's a beautiful new day? Hey, running down the avenue. See how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets where once was Betty, Mr. Blue. Tired of living here today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey, you with a pretty face, welcome to the human race. A celebration, Mr. Blue Sky's up there waiting, and today is the day we've waited for. Oh. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in the play. And don't you know it's a beautiful new day? Hey, running down the avenue.
figure of speech anymore. It's actually been declared a legitimate medical diagnosis by the World Health Organization.
It is officially defined as a syndrome resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed.
You're not able to enjoy the things you used to enjoy. Try and take time off from work if you can, and that means just completely disconnecting.
Sun is shining
evolution, that idea of perfection and advancement, technology being the objection to it, what we understand is not enough to think through it. When will we know it's not a bluff? As time keeps passing and the latest and greatest becomes the lesser, humanity at the point of missing the oppressor to mankind, an idea which has been said many times but should be said again, technology should never be greater than men. What's going to happen? Are people going to wish it was the way before? Or let the world be run by people with no compassion? It worries me, scares me to my core. You may think I'm not thinking right. The real evil, tucked out of sight in the skyscrapers that make up a great city. AI will do more than look pretty. I have a question for you. Answer honestly. Do you think evolution only ends with you and me? Or does a life form without life deserve that same consideration? Humanity, on its way to damnation. Think about it, just for a moment. Should we give love to this technological opponent? So I'm here to ask you, how far is too far? I have nothing against these technological advancements, same as you. I adore these enhancements to life. But at what point will a machine have a greater idea than humanity, thinking and thinking until insanity? What will happen? I need to know. Is my future endangered? What about you? How far will this go? It shouldn't just be me with this view. Machine overtakes man. How can that be allowed? We need to stand as a people, tall and proud. I don't doubt that it'll go too far. But are we too late? Flawed people with no time to redeem. A world filled with hate. So I ask, how far is too far?
the kind of way to face the burning heat. I just think about my baby. I'm so full of love I could barely eat. There's nothing sweeter than my baby. I'd never want once from the cherry tree. 'Cause my baby's sweet as can be. She'd give me toothaches just from kissing me. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her. Boys, when my baby found me, I was 3 days on a drunken sin. I woke with the walls around me. Nothing in her room but an empty crib. And I was burning up a fever. I didn't care much how long I lived. But I swear I thought I dreamed her. She never asked me once about the wrong I did. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her. My babe would never fret none about what my hands and my body done. If the Lord don't forgive me, I'd still have my baby and my babe would have me. But I was kissing on my baby, and she put her love down soft and sweet. In the lonely light I was free. Heaven and hell were words to me. When my time